Okay, so in last lecture we have studied the concept of this chapter polynomial from 10th CBSE. So by the end of this video you will be able to understand that how to solve problem which is given in the textbook. So today we'll solve exercise 2.1 and 2.2. Let's start with that. So ऑलरेडी वी हैव डिस्कस्ड कि पॉलिनोमियल का जो ग्राफ है अगर वो हम लोग ड्रॉ करें ओके एंड एक्स एक्सिस को वो जहाँ पे भी कट करेगा दोस पॉइंट विल बी नोन एज जीरोस okay, so on the basis of this concept we are going to solve the first exercise 2.1. So the graph of y is equal to p of x is given as we can see three graphs over here और हमें क्या पूछा गया है फाइंड द नंबर ऑफ जीरोस. तो जो ये फर्स्ट वाला ग्राफ है उसमें हम लोग देख सकते हैं कि एक लाइन बनी हुई है विच इज पैरेलल टू द एक्स एक्सिस एंड दिस लाइन इज नॉट कटिंग एक्स एक्सिस anywhere. So how many zeros are over here? So no zeros. Okay. In the second one, as we can see, this graph is cutting the x-axis at only one point. So how many zeros are here? 1. यहाँ पे कितनी जगह पे कट कर रहा है? 1, 2 and 3. So how many zeros are there? 3. In next question, here we can see the graph is cutting x-axis at 2 point 1 and 2. So how many graphs are over here? That is how many number of zeros? That is 2. Here it is 1, 2, 3, 4. The number of zeros are 4. 1, 2 and 3. So here the number of zeros are 3. Okay. So whenever like we have seen this concept in the previous video कि जब हमारा क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन का ग्राफ जो कि पैराबोला होता है अगर वो एक्स एक्सिस पर से एक पॉइंट पे सिर्फ टच करके जा रहा है इट मींस इट इज हैविंग रियल एंड इक्वल रूट्स बिकॉज वी नो क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल कैन हैव एट मोस्ट टू रूट्स तो हो सकता है वो दोनों रूट्स कैसे हो इक्वल हो. So in that case, it will just touch the x-axis, which we can see here. इस क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 वाले ग्राफ में we can see यहाँ पे वो सिर्फ टच करके जा रहा है और यहाँ पे टच करके जा रहा है. तो यहाँ पे डिस्टिंक्ट कितने रूट्स हैं, कितने जीरोस हैं? 3. और वैसे कितने हो सकते हैं? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ओके. So we have already seen this concept in the previous video. If the polynomial is given p of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, then we can, and if alpha and beta are the zeros of this polynomial, then what is the relation? Alpha plus beta is going to be minus p by a and alpha beta is c by a. So in next exercise we are going to just verify this result. First we'll find the zeros by doing the factorization or the splitting the middle term, and then we'll use this relation to verify the result. Let's go ahead. Okay, exercise 2.2 and the first question इसमें क्या बोला गया? Find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomial. तो quadratic polynomial यहाँ पे क्या दिया? p of x x square minus 2x and minus 8. The first thing is being asked over here to find out the zeros. What do we do to find the zeros? Just think. Okay, जीरो निकालने के लिए सबसे पहला स्टेप है इस क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल को जीरो से इक्वेट करना. So x square minus 2x minus 8 is equal to 0. And now we know the factor, how to do the factorization of quadratic equation that we had already studied in the previous standard. तो उसमें हम लोग क्या करते हैं, जो कांस्टेंट टर्म है, ओके, द कांस्टेंट टर्म इज c, दैट इज -8. इसको हमें मल्टीप्लाई करना है x स्क्वायर के कोएफिशिएंट से जो कि यहाँ पे 1 है. सो व्हाट आर वी गेटिंग? वी आर गेटिंग -8. अब -8 को हमें इसके दो ऐसे फैक्टर चाहिए जिनको अगर मैं मल्टीप्लाई करूँ तो आई शुड गेट -8 एंड इफ आई ऐड आई शुड गेट -2. सो क्या होगा? So I can take minus 4 and plus 2. So minus 4 into 2 minus 8, ये condition satisfy हो गया. Minus 4 plus 2 अगर मैं add करता हूँ, so I'll get minus 2. Now split the middle term and we'll get x square minus 4x plus 2x is equal to 0. Take the common x minus 4 and then again take 2x और यहाँ पे minus 8 आएगा and we take 2 common, so we'll get x minus 4 that is equal to 0. Now again I can take x minus 4 common and what I will get, x plus 2 is equal to 0. From here x minus 4 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So we'll get x is equal to 4 or x is equal to minus 2. So what are the zeros of this quadratic polynomial? So alpha is equal to 4 और beta is equal to minus 2. तो हमें zeros मिल गए. Now with the help of this zeros, we are asked to verify the result. Okay, relationship. So what is the relationship? The first relationship is alpha plus beta that is equal to minus b by a. What are the values of alpha beta? That is 4 and minus 2. What are the values of a and b? That we need to find it out. And how do we do that? जो given quadratic polynomial है उसको हम जनरल फॉर्म से कंपेयर करेंगे ax square plus bx plus c and from here we'll get the value of a, b and c. So a is 1, b is minus 2 and c is minus 8. So let's verify the result. First result, LHS. What is LHS? That is alpha plus beta. And we are getting 4 minus 2, that is 2. And for the first relationship, what is RHS? That is minus b by a. So minus of minus 2 and divided by 1 and we are getting 2. So the first relation is verified. Now let's go for the second one. So second relation is alpha beta that is equal to c by a. So LHS of second relation, that is alpha beta. If I take the product 4 and minus 2, I will get minus 8. And the RHS is equal to c by a. What is c? That we can see it is minus 8 by 1. So this one is also verified. So in this way we are going to solve. We'll do the factorization. We'll get the values of alpha and beta, that is the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. And after that we'll compare the given quadratic polynomial with general form and we'll write down the values of a, b and c. And hence we'll verify the result, the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Let's move to the second part of the question. Question number 1 ka second part. So how do we proceed? Again the same thing we have to do. So let's do one thing. First we compare it with the general form, and that is ax square plus bx plus c, and here we get a that is equal to 4, b is equal to minus 4 and c is equal to 1. Now let's find out the zeros. Now to find out 0, we need to equate the given polynomial equal to 0. 4s square minus 4s plus 1 is equal to 0. Again the first rule, constant term को square वाले variable के coefficient से multiply करना है and we'll get 4. Now factorize this 4 into two parts such that कि multiplication पे हमें क्या मिले 4 और add करने पे it should be minus 4. So minus 2 and minus 2 will work over here. So let's do the factorization. 4s square minus 2s plus 1 is equal to 0. Take 2s common, so 2s minus 1. Take minus 1 common, 2s minus 1 is equal to 0. Now take 2s minus 1 common, again we'll get 2s minus 1 inside. So here we can see both the factors are same. So s is equal to 1 by 2, or I can say the zeros are equal here. Alpha is equal to 1 by 2 and beta is also equal to 1 by 2. Now let's verify the result. The first one, alpha plus beta, that is equal to minus b by a. So LHS part is alpha plus beta, that is half plus half and it is 1. And minus b by a, so minus value of b is minus 4 divided by 4. Answer is again 1. The second result, alpha beta is equal to c by a. So we'll take the LHS part, that is alpha beta. What is alpha? 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, and that is equal to 1 by 4. And RHS, that is c by a. So c is 1 by 4. So this is all we have done for the question number 2. Alright, let's move to the next question. Here, again we'll follow the same thing what we have done for the previous one. Compare it with general form. Ax square plus bx plus c, and we'll get the value of a is 6, b is minus 7. Now you can see here the quadratic polynomial is given not in the standard form. तो पहले उसको स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म में लिख लो, 6x स्क्वायर, पहले x का टर्म आ गया इसके बाद, एंड एट लास्ट कांस्टेंट टर्म. सो हो सकता है जल्दबाजी में यहाँ पे b की वैल्यू बच्चे -3 लिखेंगे, बट वी हैव टू टेक केयर दैट a इज द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ x स्क्वायर, b इज द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ x, एंड c इज द कांस्टेंट टर्म. So b is equal to -7 and c is going to be -3. So to find out 0, we need to equate the quadratic polynomial to 0. And how do we do the factorization here? Constant term is -3, उसको x square के coefficient से multiply करेंगे, so it is -18. Now break this one into factors so that multiplication पे हमें -8 मिले और एडिशन करने पे -7. So 9 2s are 18. I can get -9 and +2. So 6x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Take 3x common, so I'll get 2x minus 3 plus 1. 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Take 2x minus 3 outside of the common, take common 2x minus 3, and we'll get 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. So 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, or 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. So from here we'll get x is equal to 3 by 2, or x is equal to -1 by 3. So what are the values of alpha and beta? So alpha is equal to 3 by 2 and beta is equal to -1 by 3. इसके बाद हमें क्या करना है? We have to verify the relationship. The first one is alpha plus beta, that is -b by a. So LHS part, alpha plus beta, so that is 3 by 2 and -1 by 3. So we do the crisscross dash, that cross multiplication. 3 3s are 9, -2, 3 2s are 6, and here we'll get 7 by 6. So RHS part, that is -b by a. So minus of -7 and a is 6. So we are getting 7 by 6. So it is verified. Next is alpha beta is equal to c by a. So LHS part is alpha beta. So what is alpha? Alpha is 3 by 2 into 1 by 3. So that is going to be 3 से 3 cancel हो गया and 1 by 2. And RHS part, that is c by a. So our c is -3. Okay, so this was minus, beta was minus, तो यहाँ पे -1 by 2 आएगा. So c is -3 and a is 6, and we are getting -1 by 2. So this is how we have done the verification of the relationship. So in this question, we have to be careful while comparing with the quadratic polynomial a, b, c. How do we get it? That should be compared with the general form ax square plus bx plus c, जहाँ पे इस बात का ध्यान रखना है a is the coefficient of x square and b is the coefficient of x and c is the constant. Okay, let's move to the next question. Alright, here also first we'll compare it with, now here the variable is u. So what I can do, instead of writing x, we'll write u. So au square plus bu plus c. So what is the value of a? That is 4 and b is 8 and c is, there is no constant, so 0. सबसे पहले फैक्टराइज करते हैं एंड जीरोस फाइंड आउट करते हैं. कंपेयर इट विद 0. 4u square plus 8u is equal to 0. If I take 4u common, so it is u plus 2. So 4u is equal to 0 और u plus 2 is equal to 0. तो यहाँ से हमें मिला u is equal to 0 और u is equal to minus 2. So these are the two zeros. Alpha is equal to 0 and beta is equal to minus 2. Now let's verify the result. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. LHS part, alpha plus beta, alpha is 0 plus minus 2, answer is minus 2. RHS part is minus b by a. So b ka value is 8 and a is 4. So this is minus 2. Alpha beta is equal to c by a. What is alpha? Alpha is 0. We are finding the LHS part, that is the product of zeros. Alpha and beta is minus 2. So it is 0. Now RHS, that is c by a. c is 0 divided by 4, answer is 0. Okay. So this is how we are supposed to solve this question number 4 of the first question. Let's move to the next one. Okay, in this case, if we compare it with the general form of the quadratic polynomial, again in this case, instead of writing x, we'll take p. So p of t is equal to at square plus bt plus c. So value of a is 1. There is no t term in the given equation or in the given quadratic polynomial. So b is equal to 0. And c is equal to minus 15. Now to find out 0, इसको 0 से equate करेंगे. So t square is equal to 15. Take the square root on both the side. तो हमें मिलेगा t is equal to plus minus root 15. So alpha का value हो गया root 15 और beta का value हो गया minus root 15. These are the two roots. Okay. Now let's compare it. So what we'll get? The first relation is alpha plus beta, that is minus b by a. So LHS part, alpha plus beta. So root 15 minus root 15 and answer is 0. So minus b by a minus of 0, a is 1, answer is 0. This is verified. Now alpha beta is equal to c by a and LHS part. So root 15 alpha and minus root 15, that is beta. So answer is minus 15. RHS part, that is c by a. C ka value is minus 15 and a is 1. So both the relationship is being verified. Let's move to the next question. Okay. Now I guess you can try this question by yourself. Okay. And just comment down the zeros in the comment box. I hope you will be able to solve this one after. Like we have discussed 5 questions. So this question you can do it by yourself. Okay. Do it by yourself. You can try. Compare it with the general form, get the value of ABC, factorize, get the value of alpha, beta, and then verify the result. Alright, this is the second question of the exercise 2.2. What is given over here? We can see here they are asking us to find the quadratic polynomial, each with given number as the sum and product of its zeros. So here we must remember this thing. If alpha plus beta is given, that is the sum of the products, and alpha beta is given, okay, then how do we write down the polynomial, quadratic polynomial? So we already know that alpha plus beta is what? Minus b by a. And what is alpha beta? That is c by a. So any polynomial can be written in this way: ax square plus bx plus c. अगर मैं यहाँ पे a से डिवाइड करूँ तो I will get x square plus b by a and c by a. Now this can be written as x minus of minus b by a, x plus c by a. So can I write this one as x square minus sum of roots and product of roots? And obviously it will be multiplied by k. K is any real number, any real values to get the particular quadratic polynomial. Okay. So we'll apply this result to solve this question. So in this question, हमें क्या दिया गया? We are given alpha plus beta, that is the sum 1 by 4. We are given alpha beta, that is product of zeros, that is minus 1. So we know the quadratic polynomial can be written as k times x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. So that is equal to k x square minus 1 by 4 x and minus 1. Okay, here I will take k value as 4. Why I am taking k as 4? So that I won't get any term in any number in the denominator. So if I take k is equal to 4, this quadratic polynomial will become 4x square minus x minus 4. So this is how we can write down the polynomial whose sum and zeros are given. Okay, let's move to the next question. Here alpha plus beta is root 2 and alpha beta is 1 by 3. So we know the polynomial can be written in this way: k x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. So therefore p of x is equal to k times x square minus root 2x plus 1 by 3. Here what should I take the value of k? We can see 3 is there in the denominator. I must take 3. So 3 से multiply करेंगे so that there should not be any term in the denominator. And we'll get 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1. So these are quite easy questions. Now in this case, again the same thing. We are given alpha plus beta is equal to 0 and alpha beta is equal to root 5. Write down the form, that is k times x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. So what we'll do, we'll put the values x square minus 0 times of x plus root 5. So here k is x square minus root 5. So here we can take k is equal to 1 because there is no number in the denominator, and x square minus root 5 is my quadratic polynomial. Can we take another value of k? Is it possible? Yes, we can take it. You can take 2, 3, any real values, and according to the quadratic polynomial which will come, that polynomial is going to have sum of zeros. Over here in this particular question is 0 and the product will be root 5. Next question. Again alpha plus beta is equal to 1 and alpha beta is equal to 1. So we'll write down the form x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. So k times x square minus x plus 1. Here take the value of k, x square minus x plus 1. So this is the required polynomial. Next question. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus 1 by 4. Alpha beta is equal to 1 by 4. We'll write down the expression, that is k times x minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. X square minus sum is minus 1 by 4x plus 1 by 4. So I will get k times x square plus 1 by 4x plus 1 by 4. Here we'll take k is equal to 4 so that the denominator will get cancelled. 4x square plus x plus 1. So this is my required polynomial. Again, this is easy. I think you can do it by yourself. So I'll give this question as homework. Okay, you can find out the answer very easily. And if you get the answer, make sure that you comment down your answer in the comment box. Okay. And this was all about this chapter polynomial. Very few concepts, but yes, in upcoming video we will be discussing some graph based question, that how do we read the graph of the given polynomial, and on that base we'll see certain case based questions and some PYQs. So for that, stay tuned and thank you.